Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Mid-Card Mania. I'm Daniel, and that's right, Steve no-showed on me this week. What can you do? So anyways, we're going, show goes on without him. And yeah, this week we're doing WrestleMania. No, sorry, we're doing the Wrestling Classic. And the match is a first round tournament match between Cowboy Bob Orton and Paul Orndorff. Now, I'll be honest with you, I'm not a fan of the Wrestling Classic. In fact, it's probably my least favorite pay-per-view, like overall pay-per-view. Just not feeling it. Tried, just can't do it. And there's like 2 or 3 like decent matches within the pay-per-view, but like when you watch it, like when you watch the entire bloated pay-per-view that is the Wrestling Classic, by the time you get those decent matches, you just don't give a shit. You're just like, ugh. And that's the problem. Like the tournament or the pay-per-view itself, it's just pointless. Like it is just. I didn't know it even existed until like 98, anyways, 96, 97, something like that. So I mean, that just proves it. Like literally, there's nothing about this pay-per-view that's noteworthy. There's no highlights to it. The only thing you can really think of, like the only thing that's like that stands out as being good is you get to show Macho Man in 4 matches. You get the climb up to the top. He didn't win. You still got to see 4 Macho Man matches, and you got to see Piper and Hogan battle on pay-per-view again. So, but really, that's it. You could have done that on a Saturday Night Main Event. The rest of the stuff just feels like filler, and that's unfortunate because you know what? We'll get to the review. We'll get to the review in a second, but let's get to the match itself. All right, so let's do the build-up, shall we? Now there really isn't any build-up per se. It's a tournament match. The WWF decided to take 16 of the best. Bullshit. Sorry, I'm coming down with something here. 16 of the best. Where's Andre the Giant? Big John Studd, King Kong Bundy. Oh, sorry. Oh, I don't know what's come down on here. Even Mr. T. What? Shit. Sorry. Would have much rather seen S.D. Jones than Moondog Spot. Oh man. I'm sorry. I caught a bit of what Steve had. But anyways, they took 16 of the best wrestlers the WWF had to offer, and they threw them in a tournament. And the tournament, of course, was for bragging rights. Like there was, the only thing they kept saying was Girl Monsoon just kept saying the winner can write their own ticket. Junkyard Dog won the tournament. Apparently, his ticket that he wrote was to slide further down the mid-card into obscurity, lose the next 2 WrestleManias, and then just disappear from WWF TV. That was the ticket he wrote. So, with that being said, that's all it was. And then they took 16 guys, and they got I guess they drew a guy, and then that guy drew his opponent. Because, I mean, you just keep seeing random wrestlers drawn. Like, I'm not sure what the structure was here. But presumably, these were the last 2, I guess the last match in the tournament. So I'm guessing these were like the last 2 names in the bowl. So they just threw them together. Thing is, they do have a little bit of history, seeing how at the main event at WrestleMania 1, it was Bob Orton who was in the corner of Piper and Orndorff, and Orton came off the top rope with the cast. Hogan moved, and it hit Paul Orndorff, costing them the main event. And then, of course, they would abandon him in the middle of the ring, thus turning him face later down the road. There was a $50,000 bounty that Bobby the Brain Heenan placed on Paul Orndorff's head. We'll see if that comes into play at all during this pay-per-view. Alright, so let's get to the actual match. The match itself, it's alright. Lots of back and forth. Nothing really of note happens. No highlights. Except for the ending, I guess. In the end, Cowboy Bob Orton's on the apron. He has his cast, and he's fucking fiddling with it. Like, he's adjusting the foreign object within the cast. For years, I honestly just assumed that the cast itself was the foreign object. Because casts are hard. And the fact that he doesn't really have a broken arm, even kayfabe, he's faking because it's like as he uses a weapon. I just assumed the cast was a weapon. Apparently he's got something in the cast because he's doing something with it. Now I'm thinking to myself, when you leave your house that morning to go to the Wrestling Classic, don't you think maybe put the foreign object in the right spot first? Because that cast was on there pretty good. Like, you know, not as that, but like, you know, you got cast. You can't reach all the way down there to try to get that foreign object into place. It just seems like the best idea is just to go ahead and have it in place. Now, I know your counter argument to that is like, well, Daniel, Paul Orndorff was stomping the cast during the match, and maybe the foreign object got, you know, lodged somewhere else. And my counter to that counter is, well, he's a fucking professional wrestler who at this point has got many years of experience. You mean he just can't improvise when that foreign object goes somewhere else inside the cast? Seriously, if it's over here, guess what? Chop! He will have one of the deadliest chops in the business. He will make Flair and Steamboat both look like pussies. Because he'll have that chop that just kills a motherfucker. If it goes back here, boom, backhand. He has a backhand that would make Godfather envious. I mean, come on. And that's an awkward backhand. He has a cast. Like, there's no way the referee would even disqualify him because it's such an awkward backhand with a cast that the referees will be like, there's no way he meant to do that. That had to be, well, you know, let the match keep going. If it's over here, guess what? Clothesline. You got your own clothesline from hell right there. No matter where it shifts, you can hit the motherfucker with that air. But, you know, whatever. What do I know? He adjusts it, and then he gets it in the right spot, and he clocks Orndorff with it. Of course, it's in full view of the referee, so, you know, that don't matter. Knocks the referee fucking silly. Or, sorry, knocks Orndorff silly. Right in front of the referee. Referee throws the match out. Disqualification. It's over. Orton loses by DQ, and Paul Orndorff moves on in the tournament. There's your finish. So yeah, let's do Fallout. Paul Orndorff would go on to lose the Wrestling Classic in the second round against Tito Santana. Double countout. So there you go. Paul Orndorff loses to Tito Santana by double countout. And then we'll go on to WrestleMania 2 to wrestle Magnificent Morocco. That ended in a double countout. There you go. See a pattern forming there. And Orton would he would go on to manage Piper again at WrestleMania in a boxing match to Mr. T. Shit, did Orton really? Like, did he really just... Oh, you're not even here. Why am I talking to this guy? Is that really what Orton did the first few WrestleManias? He just managed Piper in a losing effort 2 years in a row? I just feel like there's more he could have been doing. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, that's what Orton did. So let's get down to what I think about this match. If I'm being honest, the match isn't that bad. I mean, it really isn't. It's an old school, classic wrestling match. I mean, it is what it is. It's not a technical classic, but it works. The problem is, it's okay, but it's forgettable. That's the main thing. It is forgettable. Nothing really happens here. And the thing is, that's complete bullshit. Because this match, which comes off like a standard wrestling exhibition match, like, literally, it comes across like these two guys just got their names drawn out of a hat and they got thrown together, and that's how they wrestled. When, in fact, they had a built-in feud going into this match. I'll be honest, I haven't seen the full entire pay-per-view in years. I know I've seen it once all the way through. I may have seen it a second time. There may have been that night where I was like, you know what, let me try this again. I gave it such a shitty review. And I'm sure, so I may have watched it twice. I don't remember much of it. I didn't even remember the results of this match. Like, whenever I realized I was going to be doing, you know, this tournament, or this particular match, I was like, was this the one that ended in double countout? I couldn't remember. I really couldn't. So, but anyways, so, this match had a pre-built-in feud. Alright? And once again, I haven't seen it in a while, so I don't know if there was a promo prior to this, where Orndorff's like, I'm going to get revenge, you know, you made me look like a fool at WrestleMania. Guess what? I'm going to make you look like a fool tonight. I don't know if we had that. I don't know. If it happened a little more, I'll bump it up a little bit. But the commentary does not mention it at all. That, to me, would be the first little selling point. Like, wow, you know, Jess, these two guys met, you know, at WrestleMania 1. Orton was in Orndorff's corner. He blasted him with the fucking cast and, you know, wow, screwed him over. It cost him the match, cost him the main event, the biggest wrestling event thus far in the history of pro wrestling, and he lost the main event because of Orton. Wow, there's probably some bad blood here. No, we don't get none of that. They act like that never happened at all. I got an itch. I'm going to itch it right here. Yeah. And like it never happened. So I'm just kind of like, what the fuck? And not just that, but like literally, they both interfere in the Hogan-Piper world title match later on the night. And I'm like, boom. Right there. Like that's a whole tag feud right there. They have heat going into this thing. Okay, you know what? It's like, okay, let's go realistic. Okay, let's go kayfabe. Let's just go kayfabe, like this is real, okay? And you're Cowboy Bob Orton. Now, it's already been established, especially in this match, but even prior to this, if you was a fan of the product, that, you know, Cowboy Bob Orton, he is, in fact, the bodyguard of Rowdy Piper. Like, we know this, right? The thing, and they even mention, like, you know, he must pay him pretty good if he's still the body. You know, it's like, well, yeah. Okay, so we established that, you know, he's working for Piper. He's not a full-time competitor. He fights when he has to, but for most time, he is Piper's bodyguard. Now, I'm Orton for a second. I'm Piper's bodyguard. And I throw myself in this tournament because I figure, what the fuck? And I draw Paul Orndorff. I'm like, oh, wow, I got him in the first match. You know, Piper's fighting Hogan later on tonight for that world title. Now, I'm sure he can probably beat him, but if things go wrong, I'm going to have to run down there and interfere. I just wonder if Hogan's new buddy, you know, that guy that we screwed over at WrestleMania 1, we left abandoned in the ring, I just wonder, well, you think he'll run out there as well? Nah, probably not. I won't try to actually hurt him in this match at all. We'll just let it go. What? Like, if you know ahead of time, like, Paul Orndorff is Hogan's friend, because for what, and it's ridiculous too, I get it, but guess what? They were, like, they just went ahead and became friends out of nowhere, and then they broke up later on that road, and they became friends again, because whatever. Hogan's very forgiving, apparently. But if that's the case, wouldn't you want to soften the guy up before he goes? Like, you know, because it's like, shit, if I'm already losing the match, fuck it, I might as well take this guy out, because he may interfere later on when I interfere. We got to beat Hogan up. I don't want this dickwad getting up, coming after me. And speaking of, you know, weakening somebody, injuring him, and taking him out, what about that $50,000 bounty? A, that does not come into play at all the entire pay-per-view, which is ridiculous. What were they saving that for? This was the early stages of pay-per-view. This is your big event. Shit should have been building toward this. You should have had this happen right there, but they don't. Like, literally, this is what we're building to, and they're like, whatever. I don't get... So, we get this $50,000 bounty on Paul Orndorff's head. Bob Orton, who we've already established is, you know, he's a wrestler, sure, but he's a bodyguard. Like, he's clearly working for Piper. He's not, I mean, character-wise, he's not in it for, you know, competition or titles. He's in it for the money. So, this match goes on. He hits Orndorff in the head at the cast. Referee calls for the bell. I'm thinking to myself, would you not want to pick up that easy 50 G's that's laying right there on the floor? Because all you gotta do is go out and get a chair and then beat the fucker up. That's it. That's all you gotta do. And the weird thing is, like, I ain't saying, you know, you should have went down like that. I mean, just acknowledge, like, you know, have him go off that chair, and then you can hear Jesse go, oh, wow, looks like somebody's gonna try to collect that $50,000, and then, you know, you can have Orndorff bow him off or whatever. I mean, it can go anywhere. That's what's called a storyline, people. That's how you write. That's how you book. God damn. It just seems like there was a wasted opportunity here for a really awesome match. Instead, what Orton does, he clocks Orndorff with the fucking cast. He's like, I'm not going to collect that bounty. I don't need the $50,000. Piper pays me pretty good. What? Fuck you. Get in there and try to get that money. It just makes no sense. And that's the problem. Like, this match itself, if built right, you could have put this, you know, it could have been a quarterfinal match or even a semifinal match. Fuck. I mean, it could have been the finals. Like, you literally could have built this up. It could have been so much better than it was. Like, I don't understand, like, this seems like a throwaway pay-per-view. Like, and the fact that this is the first, like, even though WrestleMania 1 was like the first big event, it was primarily closed circuit. They did a couple pay-per-views here and there in some of the markets, but for the most part, it was all closed circuit. The Wrestling Classic is the first wide release pay-per-view. Like, hey, we're doing pay-per-views now. Here's the Wrestling Classic. Check it out. This, like, if you already got this thing set up, I just feel like they could have built it better. And that goes for the whole, like, not just this match, but the whole pay-per-view itself. I don't know. I'm not going to get on a whole rant. I remember the Wrestling Classic video I did for the main event went for like over a half hour because I was just bitching about it. So I won't do it this time. For your sake, I won't do it. But anyways, the point is, God damn it, you know, you had a you had a match. You had a pre-made match right there. You had a blood feud ready to explode, and you didn't jump on it. Instead, we just get this. So, a okay but forgettable match. And that's what it is. At the end, it's an okay match, but it's just forgettable. There's a reason that no one's talking about, you know, Orndorff versus Orton from Wrestling Classic. You'll never hear that come up in the conversation except for right here. So, I don't know. Well, guys, more importantly, what did you think about this match? Let me know in the comment section down below. And do me a favor, bust this dude's balls. Let him know this is so early in the running of this show. He can't be missing shit like this. Bust his balls for me. You got my permission down below. I'm laying into him. So yeah, that's all I got, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Tune in next week. We got a little bit different. We got a little special thing coming up. This will be different. So I don't know if he's gonna be here or not. Well, hopefully, but we'll wait and see. So guys, tune in. That's all I got. So guys, thank you for watching, and until next time.